Hello, everyone. It's your boy Mide with the Amigo Show, Football Amigos. Guys, we have missed you. We have missed you so much. We're back. We're back again. Of course, I have my amigo Sam over here. This way, this way. I'm mixing it up now. Yes, it's your boy Mide here, Football Amigos. It's good to have you back again for another awesome show today. United actually won. Can't be more excited about that. I know. I can see you giving me the look, guys. No, the fact that they won, regardless of Barnsley, is it's still a win. You can only play and beat the team that's in front of you. We're looking forward to talking about that. Of course, amigo Sam, how are you doing today?
Well, great resilience from United, and look forward to hearing your thoughts about it.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Yes, yes. So, amigos, I'm sure some of you already watched the game and you've seen the highlights. United beat Barnsley in the Carabao Cup tie game 7-0. I repeat, 7-0. That has not happened to United in a very long time. And it's a shame that I'm having to say that out loud as a United fan, but at the end of the day, we know where we're coming from, we know where we're going to, and we can only take it one step at a time and play and beat the team that's in front of us. So the game ended 7-0. Rashford scored two goals. Garnacho scored two goals as well. Ericsson scored. Anthony scored a penalty. Yes, Anthony did score today. And we also had a game where not only did they score goals, they actually played well. Rashford, one of the best games I've seen Rashford play in a long time. Again, he's getting goals. I remember when I was talking about the fact that is this going to be the season for Marcus Rashford to actually kick on, or is this going to be a situation where he just falls to the side? And I heard that, amigos, I would love you to go back and watch that show again when Ayo mentioned this. And I held that, and because of that, I've been watching everything in terms of social media and all the articles about Rashford and him training more than everyone in terms of his finishing. And in the last two games, he scored three goals. It seems to me that that training is working. Sam, we'll start from a Rashford standpoint, him scoring two goals today. Sam, what are your thoughts?
I think, first of all, kudos to United bouncing back from a 3-0 down, 3-0 loss to Liverpool, and just going to Southampton to get a victory and get a three-goal down over there. I personally think players also read social media feeds. They look at videos, they see their own mistakes, and they see what people are saying on the street. For a player like Marcus Rashford, I won't be surprised if he's training harder than everybody. He's a man that is loved in Manchester United, probably loved in the UK, even by a non-United fan due to his work that he's done outside of the pitch. So I have a feeling he's seen the videos, he's seen the clips of okay, these are where I can improve. They are listening to the social media feeds and banters and all of that. So it is expected for him to go ahead and put in the work and show a performance. And in as much that I said that, I don't want to dismiss the fact that the team as a whole showed a good attitude. Even Anthony, that finally got a game time, you know, also stepped to the plate. The bottom line is give player the time needed, give coach the time needed, let them show what they can. However, if you're giving them a lot of time and they don't show forth, it's also time to move on. So personally, I think Marcus Rashford is dropped in terms of accuracy, effectiveness in games, starting from 2 seasons ago. No, it was 2 seasons ago that he kept scoring and we had that goal celebration. Last season, I don't know, maybe it was playing through with injury or through injury. It dropped, but at the same time, you can give player the time to do the needful. Not just like Mo Salah. Mo Salah is, of course, on big records, but he hasn't scored like 30 in a season since the third or fourth season that he came. So there's always that decline. There's always that plateau. He just left with the team, the player, the coach to see, okay, what can we do? What can we adjust? But overall, I think it's a great improvement. The only question that I have for you is, what do you think of Sancho? Made an impact on his in Chelsea's uniform. Do you think Jordan Sancho would have been? Is it Jordan? What's his first name?
Jaden, you're close.
Jaden. Jaden Sancho. Do you think he would have been an impactful player now that we need to start thinking of Marcus Rashford having less game time?
No, I think Sancho's time was numbered in Manchester United, and I think he left at the right time. It wasn't going to work out after what he's been through with, with the coach Erik Ten Hag and just the public outbursts and going against what your coach is saying. At the end of the day, you will get criticism in this environment. How you deal with it is what defines your character. If your coach is telling you that you need to train more, just train more. You don't have to come going with a comeback. You don't have to. People will always say things about you. As long as you do the right thing, who cares? But the way he handled it after he's been given enough time to work on a lot of things and took a whole 4 months out of the season just to get his mental state back, and then you then do what you need to do. Again, not all Sancho's fault. Ten Hag has a favoritism issue with Anthony, and I'm not surprised now he's not giving Anthony playing time as much because he has seen the effects of having favoritism on a player that you give too much time to. So from a Chelsea's perspective, I wish him the best in Chelsea. Don't really care anymore. He's in a different team. I think him not being in Manchester United is a good thing at this point because he wasn't going to bench Rashford, and then now Rashford is scoring goals. Rashford is
Yeah,
earning his time. He's earning his spots, right? Ahmad is doing the same thing too. The
yeah,
the issue is we're going to be Garnacho because Garnacho is scoring as well, right? And that's a good thing to have as a coach. I want to have
yeah,
all players playing well. That now I'm having a good problem in terms of selection because that tells me that I can bring anyone in and they will perform. You want to have that environment as much as possible and not just one person carrying the entire team. Again, it's Barnsley. I know people might say that, but at the end of the day, you can only play the team that's in front of you and beat them. And we had the opportunity today. Rashford had the opportunity today to showcase why he's so good, and he took the opportunity and scored 2 goals. And he made an assist for 2 more goals as well. Garnacho came in and played well too. So again, all around wonderful day for Manchester United. I think they needed this, not just from a morale boosting perspective, but also we can now start to see somewhat of how Ten Hag and Van Nistelrooy want to create certain passing patterns. I don't know, Sam, I don't know if you noticed some of the goals that were scored, at least 4 of them, they were cutbacks when they got to the outside. That's different. We didn't used to have a lot of cutbacks last season. That's something significant tactically that I've noticed that created a lot of chances today. And I think that goes back to preparation and those combinations routines, which again is something that I actually picked up for my girls as they go into their tournament this weekend. They played well, just like United is, but they just couldn't finish. They just couldn't finish. So creating that environment where these players can repeat that sequence over and over again will only move to muscle memory. And when it's time to deliver and perform, it just comes in naturally. Very proud of United today. Like I said, you can only play the team that's in front of you and beat them. They showed that today. Anthony had the chance to score a penalty. I'm glad Rashford gave him the opportunity to do that. Again, morale booster. You want to see these things from older players. Not just that, Ten Hag giving Casemiro the armband to be captain. That's another good sign. Again, a lot of positive things are showing up. Sam, your
yeah.
thoughts on that?
No, I think a very good very good analysis summary of what Man United is going through, what they're doing to fix the problem. Casemiro being back in that game, it's good one for the team, and having him as the captain is definitely. Um, it's not an image reparation; it's more of uh, personality for the player himself. Like, hey, we support you. We Everyone thinks it's a mistake made by you. Somebody has to make a mistake. You
It's
know,
part of the game.
it's
Mistakes
part of the
happen.
game. If you lose a game, it's probably somebody wasn't tracking as they should. It could be that they should have given 100%. They literally gave 99%, which you think would be enough, but that's what led to the goal. So I think it was good, morale booster across the board within the player and also for individual player as well. Looking
Mhm.
forward, Man United got Crystal Palace. Y'all gonna be away against Crystal Palace. We saw what Crystal Palace did against. We saw Mateta doing his thing. What are you looking forward to in that game? Would this be another big scoring game? It looks like Man United had a 4 to their last result. That's why they got 7. Maybe they will had 5 or they will had 8, which is the next number to the last goal they had. I don't know. Do you think it's going to be a win for Man United? High scoring game? What's your thoughts?
I hope it's a win. I think it's just one of those games where there's a sore spot in us from that game, especially last season, and how that game ended 4-0. I could tell you were trying to banter me there and try to
No,
add those
hey,
goals. But
you know,
it's one of those games where again I'm looking forward to watching because I want to see how these boys respond to that game, knowing that the last time they were there, they did not play well. Also, I'm looking forward to seeing how Bruno handles this because he's been playing a lot of games, and I wonder if it might be time to give him a rest and give Ericsson a chance because Ericsson played well today. He did score too. He played well today. Ericsson's best position is a 10. It just is. Now, of course, you have Bruno Fernandez there playing there every day, regularly every week, and that will continue to happen. I wonder there might have to be some games where Bruno would have to rest. Of course, Bruno's going to play a Premier League game. Nothing's going to stop him from doing that. But it was just refreshing again in that game to see that Ericsson can come in Bruno's position and actually do well and score a goal and create chances as well too. For Crystal Palace, it'll be interesting. Mateta scored again. Seems like he's has his scoring boots on. I feel like Oliver Glasner is still trying to figure out his best combination up front with Mateta. He's have to use Kamada on the right and then Ismail Assar on the left. He's also had to use Eze on the left as well and Kamada on the right. So again, he's chopping and changing the first 3 games of the season. He will probably get a balanced team eventually. Seems to me that his entire 4 midfielders and 3 defenders at the back they pick themselves. It's the combination of what he has in front that I think he's trying to figure out to try to replicate what he had with Olise, Mateta, and Eze as of last season. They're still a formidable team. They still control the ball well. They still pass well. They still create chances. It'll be interesting to see how United controls that game, which I know now they can do. We're seeing them control games with not just keeping possession, but actually keeping the entire team in their half of the field and moving the high line forward. Again, thanks to having Delete and Martinez in the team. Today, they didn't have to do that because you have Evans and Maguire. The line's going to go back a little bit more just because they don't play high line. So it'll be an interesting game. I think it might end 2-1 in front of United. I just have this feeling that Crystal Palace might score first very early, and then United will find a way to come back. I think the catch-up analogy that Ten Hag gave for Rashford might be working. He might score another one this weekend. But another thing I'm noticing about this team now is that you have multiple options of goals. You have multiple combinations in the attacking sense. and you have other players coming back like Hoyland to help support Xerxes and that entire that back four. It was but front four. It was very interesting again today, seeing Rashford playing up top as opposed to his normal left side of the field to allow Garnacho play on the left and Anthony play on the right. So again, these are good problems to have, right? Now you have options of players not just playing well, but playing in the system. We'll see how he goes. Long may he continue.
Yeah, very good thoughts. Very, very good thoughts. It's going to be an interesting season, as always. The coach would be blamed a lot for some decisions. Uh, yeah, that's all I have. Any last thoughts? Any last nugget about the coach, about the team, or anything?
Yes, at the end of the day, two things. One, Ten Hag, I still believe in him, but he needs to now show consistency in winning games, regardless of who we're playing. We have Crystal Palace, Tottenham, and Aston Villa coming. Those are going to be tough games. There
Yeah,
will be. I would like to see us get more results in those games and still control those games, regardless of how good they have been.
yeah.
And again, I'm looking forward to the first 10 games of the season, and then I can start to see if this long term plan is really going to work. There will still be bumps in the road. I can see it. But at least he has more of a depth this season, and I hope he utilizes it and not allow his favoritism to get in the way. On another note, amigo Sam, what did you think about Liverpool's comeback against AC Milan in the Champions League from 1-0 to 3-1? It looks like your team has a resilience that I knew was always there. I still think this weekend was a blimp. Your final thoughts on that?
It was good feeling to see them bounce back, especially at a away game. The fourth goal could have been avoided, but we always look out for the positive and we'll go back and watch the video and see what we could improve. Right, good. It was good for them to come back like that. I was expecting a 1-1 or 1-0 loss. I was already kind of zero in my mind to there'll be two losses this week, and it's okay. So it's really, really good and proud of the boys.
That's awesome. That's awesome. On that note, amigos, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for your time today. Looking forward to seeing you all soon for our week 5 predictions and also reactions as well. It's going to be another fun weekend of football. In the States, we say soccer. But like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what your thoughts are about this week. And we look forward to seeing you soon. As always, amigos, stay positive. See you all soon.
Thank you, amigos. God bless.
Bye, bye guys.